Hi everyone, this is Ishika Kesarwani and I welcome you all to the Tech Podcast. Today we are having Agam Arora with us. He's a senior system engineer at Infosys. We can first start with your introduction.
Sure. Thanks, Ishika. So, I'm currently working as a cloud engineer at Infosys, and I have around 3 years of experience in the cloud domain itself, working on various technologies like Microsoft Azure and many other public cloud vendors. So, I have experience across working across various sectors like startup, SME, and enterprise in working in healthcare, fintech, retail, and many other domains. So, and my expertise lies in working on cloud native architectures and also the creating architectures for a cost efficient methodology.
Okay, that is great. So, I've seen that you've been contributing a lot for the community. So, how did you exactly start and how has this been helping you out in your career?
Well, as I told that once I graduated, I started off in the cloud right off the bat, just when I graduated, and I had since this community has been quite helpful uh, to help me, progress and especially introduce me to the uh, network of great individuals who have already who are already there in the industry, and how things work and basically what technology methodologies you can use to cater to this domain. So this is basically due to the I think I wanted to do something different with respect to the cloud. For example, initially, there was just dev roles available and some IT admin roles for the operations profile. But cloud was something which comprised of a very futuristic manner. I'm talking about back in 2017 when I did my first internship, and this is this is due to the help of my community only. I was able to do this, and I think also I was do able to do the certification. So that's another thing.
That is great. So, what was your initial spark to get into this domain? What caught your interest? Because it's not usually the college which, push you to get into cloud or any specific domain. So, how did you
Right,
get to
right.
know about it?
So as I said that initially when I joined the community, I started off to I was not sure about what Azure is or AWS or whatever these main terminologies are. Uh, it just caught my eye that there are like hundreds of services inside this thing. It's just not a normal technology. So we could use these services, right from basic services like virtual machines and app services which the devs use to host their applications, to getting into services like AI, ML, and blockchain also, which we didn't even hear about it, and they were not mainstream back then. So it was quite interesting to see all these things, and I was that just caught my eye. And after that, I started to browse one by one. That this is how we can get into it, and also. We got to know that all these cloud technologies are currently being used in each and every sector across the industry, like be it healthcare, fintech, or even they are used especially in the startups these days. That even in the start, if somebody wants to write up a fresh MBA graduate, he wants to do something, uh, and he wants to deploy an application, and then he'll just go to some cloud vendor and then he'll start off. So we could collaborate better in that sense. So I think that was a very good call.
Yeah, this field is going really good, especially after the COVID. So, yeah. Also, I wanted to ask you what one piece of advice you will give to a student who is starting a career in this domain, especially including the fact that, even you from a tier 3 college and such opportunities
Right.
you get. So, what would you tell them?
So well, I would like to suggest each and everyone, especially the students from tier 3 colleges that you should engage uh, on LinkedIn, and they should start searching for opportunities, especially indulging in these communities. Volunteer in any way you can. Okay, you can. Uh, don't even bother that you do not know this skill. Just learn your basics first of all. Get your basics right, like virtualization and OS concepts and networking. And after that, reach out to the community and also to experienced people who have their good experience, like 5 to 6 years or maybe 10 years in this particular industry. And from there you can move ahead. So this is a very good LinkedIn is a very good platform for this. And also, once you join in any community like this Azure Developer Community, so you can create your links and accelerate your path by doing the certifications. So that's also another good aspect which will help you to progress in your career and or land a job in some cloud partner company or maybe even the Microsoft.
That is great. Also, like, I see that you've been working on the Azure services also, and along with this,
Right.
you have cleared some certifications also, and you have a really good idea about it. So, what would you suggest a student who wants to get a job? Like, how can you tell us about the importance of these certifications and what certification they should look for at least getting their first job as a fresher?
Right. So currently, as we see in the market, whenever you reach out to some company as a fresher, of course, they are looking for the fresh talent. They just need to know that whether you are really a fit for the profile or not. So, what certification does is it helps them validate that this is a particular skill which is uh, definitely is there in this person, and of course he can excel. So sometimes if there are a lot of candidates and they are in a rush, the recruiters are in a rush, certifications will help them to identify and shortlist in a very good manner. So that is one. And the second thing is, once you start with the certification path, all the things which are covered in, especially in the basics like AZ 900, all these concepts are quite critical for you to also understand the how cloud works in a very holistic manner. And that is yet another advantage. So I think everybody should do at least the basic certifications, and once they are like quite interested, they can move on to a specialty path. Like if they're interested in Windows servers, they can move on to the AZ 800 course or something like that. And this is how it is.
Okay, so like currently there are so many technologies and domains that are coming up. So according
Right.
to you, what are the top three trends that students should look up for to see a career, to start a career in that domain?
Sure. So of course, cloud computing, of course, that is the base, and from there you can move on to some services which are with respect to data and analytics. And along with that, you can also look into uh, like IoT. I'm not particularly sure that this is where, if you want to go, if your interest is there, of course you can. Otherwise, you should totally focus on Web 3.0 and blockchain. These are going to be definitely the uh, upcoming set of services. And specifically, you should also focus on how things work around in Web 3.0. Like also in Azure, we have lot of services with respect to this. Like we have blockchain services, and we also have some services with respect to we have some upcoming services like with respect to the uh, 5G, and also we have edge computing like Azure Stack and all. So students should focus on all these aspects.
Okay, that is great. Also, like if you would have to change your domain into something else, what will it
Right.
be except cloud? Or maybe like just
Well,
say something that you want to learn in future.
Uh, well, uh, I'm a quite IT nerd, so of course I would rather stay back and move into the Windows Server administration rather say, or I could just switch into data science specifically, not just because of the monetary benefits. It would be just because of that interest level I just recently developed here there. Because it has amazing background into it, and you can predict anything quite nicely, and of course it has its own big benefits. So that's about it.
Yeah, and data science is also in the trend right now. Everybody is getting into it. Yeah, so I guess you have come to a very long way now. So what is that one tip that you would like to share with the students that you might have struggled with, like getting out of your comfort zone?
Right. So I would request all the students to first of all, as by indulging in the community, uh, first of all, you can do one thing is just go in for in-person meetups or events to improve your confidence. That is one. So because all these opportunities are generally not unfortunately offered in some colleges yet. So to improve your confidence, you should do this. And also you could just organize, or let's say some we can call it workshops in your community, and you can do a lot of other things to improve your, because you're in the college, you should improve check out the points for improving your soft skills also, apart from this, like the point I suggested was, the first point I told you was about the attending the in-person meetups. Also you can reach out to whatever persons who are there in your network, be it officially, unofficially, uh, and then you can ask them about, what are the upcoming profiles in the industry on which I can work upon, improve my skills, and then get the job. And also, the students should be focusing on the extracurriculars with respect to improving their personality, because that's also very important. Uh, we have, might witness that there are some roles wherein the developer, they are not able to communicate properly, or maybe they are not able to put out their content in a very nice fashion. So that's also important skill. And joining in some community like Azure Dev community and all other uh, these things, then it's a very important skill to learn.
Yeah, the point that you made about working on your soft skills is quite very important, because I
Right.
haven't seen anyone working on that. And being a part of community, when you start contributing, when you start talking to people, when you go for meetups, that is going to help you a lot in that.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
yeah, I guess with that we can end today's session. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out your time and sharing your journey and learnings with us.
Mhm.
And to all the listeners, thank you for joining us, and stay tuned because we're going to come up with many more videos like this. Have a good day.